Hey, how you doing, Cancerians? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host of this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. So just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Cancerians? What's going on with Cancerians? Okay, some of you are bothered by your own demeanors or mental situations with people around you, or stress about parents, or many of you have fans or maybe even females that don't want to see you win, or even war with yourself. At times you wonder what's going on with them. How could you feel like blaming someone else is going to be the answer? It does say you want to blame people, but they blame you too. Someone here doesn't really like the way you look at things, or maybe even understands you. This person doesn't really hear you much, but does want to know how to support you in your mind. Okay, maybe even poorly judges you. It does say you have some plans for some wish fulfillment. That's what you remember, and you are tidying up your mind, putting yourself back in order and making sure that you have friends that are going to gift you or even help you with things that you need. It does say warning though, you have to strive beyond your fears and look for frenemies in your mind. At times they are there, but it does say warning, you don't have to see everything or maybe even make them feel like they burden you. You don't want to know that they're burdening you or worried about you, but at times you wonder what's going on with your friends or your family members. Okay, someone could be struggling, okay, to be open with you and make some type of kind gesture. It does say you have to blame no one, but people do have an understanding of what they're doing or where it's going. Okay, someone could be struggling here but wants to make an offer to you of feelings or some type of love. It does say some of you guys feel like you want to do this, or maybe even show someone that you ideally don't want to be in love with them, but you do want to war with them. At times feelings are there, noticing how you can force your way in, or look for friends of your own to say hi, or maybe even see that marriage is something that you wanted or want, but you just don't know if you do want it. At times you may not want to know what's going on, but your friends may want to know what's going on with you. Okay, all right, let's see what else is going on. It does say you have to dress up or look nice. Someone here may want to take you out or see you again. It does say calling you is something that you may want to do, or speak to this person. It does say warning though, if you do speak to them, it's not going to be worthwhile. Dressing up and looking nice is something you want to do, but do you have an idea of what it is that he wants? Does he want you, and does he want to take care of you? Is he telling you this, and is he trying to make you feel like you've got the upper hand, or maybe even letting you know that you have friends, family members or people around you that will warn you it is not going to be the ideal thing to make you feel like you have blamed no one? It does say some of you guys could be blaming him or even her. A primary carer could be there as well for some of you guys that are parents. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people's problems, or ideally a negative mindset of your own. It does say some of you guys are dealing with mental stresses or even people's problems, and you don't want to get involved in everyone's concerns. Okay. It does say wait until winter time before you dress up or even see a nice man. Some of you guys are dealing with a mental person that doesn't know how to support you always, but will probably put you back on the path that you've been on all the time if you're not careful. It does say some of you guys have dealings with people that will stress less about you and give you karma in positive ways and love you and treat you like a female friend or even a frenemy. It does say some of you guys are dealing with the opposite sex, or maybe even people that will laugh at you or maybe even tell you off, but at times you will feel like great things are coming in for you, and no need to stress, but you have dignity over your mind and power is in your co-parenting, or even over your mind about it. It does say someone here doesn't know how to control his feelings or her feelings, but some of you guys are dealing with friends and not noticing if the person is involved with someone else. It does say this person may not want you. At times they don't need you, but sometimes they do want you and need you. Okay, you could be controlling some concerns, or someone could be controlling you to be open with them about something here. Maybe something you've held back or remembered, or this person may have held back or remembered. Okay, it does say that you do not want to know that bad news is coming, so you walk away from drama, and you don't want to hear that he's always going to push you down and make you feel sad, but he constantly makes love to your mind at times, and he wonders where it's going. He does want to wheel out all of the negative mind games that he plays with you, maybe even show you that he's in love with you. At times doesn't want to show you at all. He realizes he's not in love with you at all at times, and he's probably going to give you bad news. He just dresses up in his mind about how he sees things, or even views you, and doesn't know how to support everything, but he probably wants you and doesn't know how to call you, and may even gift you this winter or even summertime with a love letter or a ring. It does say calling you is what's going to happen first before he decides to push you down in your mind about love making or even marriage. It does say some of you guys may get married to the person or wonder if it's ever going to happen at all. Okay. It says, I know I could talk to you all day, but I'm not going to talk to you. I just want to know if my fine ass female remembers that I'm not speaking to her. Sometimes I want to know that she's speaking to me, but she doesn't need to know that you're used as the one that I want and never really helped you. At times I know that I'm still in love with her and I can't help it. Why would you want to see that she's always going to be your mind? It doesn't say she's your mind, but I wonder why you two seem so similar or even think alike. Sometimes it bothers me, and I realize it's not going to be you I want always. I justify when I'm going to push past the situation and marry her or even love her. I just don't know if I want to marry you. It does say I wonder if I'm going to marry you or marry her or marry someone else, but I love you and I can't help it. I just see that you're not my friends, and at times I wonder, do you want me back? Because it doesn't seem like it, but sometimes I wonder if you do want me back. So there could be someone here that's wondering if they do want you back, or if you want them back. But this person could also be torn between you and someone else, maybe a past person. Okay. It does say some of you guys have details to communicate great news overall to your minds about citizenship or maybe even blessings. At times you don't want to hear that problems are there. It does say people join in on probably giving you good karmic mind games to play, and it does say blessings are never going to be certain. One of these weeks you'll see that no one needs to speak to you or hear from you again. It does say an earth sign doesn't want to deal with you. At times it doesn't seem like this person even plays a mindset like the way you play your mindset. It does say a mother is here, and it does say a wife life is also what you do. At times your wife life situation is not easy with your person, or there's problems there with people bothering you or even bothering your person, and you don't know how to justify what's going on with them next. At times you really feel bothered about people getting in the way of your business or maybe even priding themselves over your problems. It does say people don't want to judge you, but someone here wants to bother you to see if they can get involved with you or another family member, or even protest around you and see that winning your mind in a way that is positive or even negative could come about. It does say some of you guys are dealing with mental stresses of people's, and it does say a lot of you are dealing with a lot of probably mind games to play yourself. It does say you have to wonder where it's going, and it does say some of you are dealing with Gemini energy or people that don't need to hear a lot from you but want to know what's going on with you. It does say she knows that she doesn't want to hear from you all the time, and it does say wonderful things can happen when you leave her alone. It does say try and ignore her, because if you don't ignore her, she's going to speak to you and make you feel like everything's going to work out just fine. It does say warning though, if she does speak to you, she's going to make out that things could work between you and her, and it doesn't say it always does. So watch your back and watch yourself for who's whining and moaning behind you and you can't see it. Okay, and that could be a Gemini person or an air sign person. Okay. It says letters sent out to you will not be easy, but at times I wonder who can help me. It does say someone here is trying to set you up or make you feel bad, or maybe this is you wondering if you can set someone up. It does say you have to look forward to blessings coming in your life, so you need to walk away from struggles or even lies or even mental stresses or liabilities or even problematic situations, or maybe even earth related energy. Ideally your work is not doing so great, money may not be doing so great, legal situations may not be working out for you, but someone here doesn't want to see that bad news is coming to you in a good mindset. Bad news. It does say someone keeps mixing up things or even troubling your mind to hear that problems come. It does say they want to, because they could look into you in a way that they probably don't want to see great news come. But it does say warning, if this person is sick or not well, or maybe even mentally stressed out, or maybe even has problems with you, not liking you, or maybe even seeing that they've got shit going on for themselves, ideally nothing at all, and want to meddle in your business, this person is timing the situation and looking into how they can do this constantly. Okay, that could be an earth sign, maybe another water sign, but I don't really see that. Definitely looks like an earth sign person here. Okay, it could be another water sign, like I said, but I see earth a lot. It could also be a fire sign. It does say someone here doesn't want to see you and your friends happy. It does say botheration is always there with this person. It does say when you do see great news, overall laugh at the situation and have fun. Invited out, some of you guys are going out or enjoying yourself, or maybe even reuniting with your friends or your family members. It does say some of you guys are seeing blessings on its way, and you don't care about looking your best or even your finest, but at times you want to. And it does say doing your hair, your nails, your makeup is going to help you feel and look great. It does say wonderful things are helping you right now feel better about yourself and building up your strength, your confidence, and beauty skills and things of that nature are really priding over your mind and making you feel better about who you are. New beginnings are here, Cancerian. Also hearing something about Pisces as well. I don't know if you've got Pisces friends. It does say that you have, or some of you guys may have Pisces in your chart. It says you have to warn yourself that no one is going to shout at you or tell you off. At times people may tell you off or shout at you, but you don't want to hear it, or you do, but at times you wonder when it's going to stop or end. It does say probably now, because you are looking forward to better news in your life, and strangers may come up to you and talk to you, or maybe even whisper to you or wolf whistle at you, or maybe even compliment you and look at you like you're a fine female. Maybe even for some of you males may get the compliment here and there, and maybe someone doesn't know how to support you but ideally wants to, and doesn't know how to see you in your mind about problems. This person doesn't know which way to go to find you. You could be walking away from them. It does say earth sign is not going to be your answer, but you do know the Leo is not going to be yours too. Some of you guys are dealing with Sagittarius. It does say some of you guys are dealing with a wealthy man or woman, but you don't know which way to go with your mind. It does say some of you are dealing with the love of your life, and you realize that you don't want to hear what's going on with them all the time. It does say when you realize that you love yourself so much that you don't even listen. It does say you bother yourself at times, but you need to listen to what's going on now, because you want to hear yourself think and try to afford things or work on things or even solve things to help yourself and your spouse move past negative times or evil memories of the past where you couldn't fit in a place, or maybe even help a friend, or even help your mind to study the situation, or even let something go because you may have laughed at yourself or them. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. It does say seeing you in a next week or two is going to be helpful. So someone may want to see you in the next week or two. It does say family members are there, or people, or even protesting where you go with your friends, your family, or maybe even buildings that you may attend, like churches, or maybe even filming something. There could be something to do with filming or producing for some of you guys. It does say when you realize you have to be in a film, or even afford to be in a family. It does say some of you guys need to afford to be in a family, because someone doesn't know if you can afford to be in their family constantly all the time, working on who you are. It doesn't say why this person keeps talking or judging you, but this person could be mad that you're always gifting them or helping them. It does say when she realizes she can't give you everything, or wants to know, do you want something for what it is that you've done for her. It does say she has to look for why she's behaving like that, because she doesn't know how to study everything, but she's wonderful in her mind about who she is as a person. It does say preaching to you is going to help about something as well, or talking to you, but it doesn't say it's going to happen overnight. It does say wonderful things can happen when you warn yourself you don't want anything but love. Okay, all right, so maybe this person feels like they need to give you something because you gave them something, but you may just want love from the person or the group of people, or maybe a family member in particularly. Okay, it does say some of you guys feel like you have left someone out and you don't really know how to support them. All the time they are stressed and they feel like fighting you for someone else, or maybe they look into problems with you and another female or even another male. It says some of them are dealing with work related issues. It does say you witnessed a lot of trial and error with your parents or family members, or even problems with your mind. It does say when she stops talking, she will hear herself, because sometimes she talks too much, or maybe even a little bit too much, and at times she doesn't. And it does say she wonders what it is that you want at times to be so proud of who you are, and why do you not leave the situation alone with them? It does say she has to wonder why she helps you to be a part of them, and why does she not want to leave her mind alone when it comes to you? She probably has rude mindsets and botheration in herself, and doesn't know how to support the idea of people. And it doesn't say why, but she is bothered with everyone talking to her, judging her, or putting their mind at ease with her, and bringing up suggestions or promises, or frenemies or friendships, and don't know how to support them too. Okay. So, anything else? Anything else? It says, look for friends that don't want to speak to you. Some of you are going broke, or maybe even not noticing that you will. It says you don't need to hear what's going on with yourself. You always saw that you have blessings. Sometimes you've got to stress less and see how you can practically give yourself better news. It doesn't say it's warring with you, but at times you have to wonder why you're not speaking about bad news. It does say you have to look forward to blessings come your way when I take responsibility for who I am. I know that I could take care of you and look after you, and I don't know how I'm going to support you with this, because my mind tells me off. I don't need you, but I want you. Okay, this could be either you as a male Cancerian, or it could be another water sign male here. It could also be you Cancerian females that are holding your feelings back, and you know, could be a bit deceptive towards someone else's wishes. But I'm also seeing here there is either an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius here, that doesn't know how to be deceptive with you and doesn't want to, but they have to at times, and don't know where they're going with this because it's warring with themselves. And it does say you have to bloody give yourself better news. Don't speak about someone that's going to be mad at you. Don't speak about anyone that's going to be rude to you, and don't worry about people that are always telling off other people because they done something wrong to you or them. Okay, there's a lot going on here. It does say some of you guys are dealing with drug users, or people around you that are dealing with something bad. It does say warning, if she does leave you, she's not going to leave you. And it does say she's not going to leave you because someone told her off to behave herself and stop using something that she shouldn't be using. It does say when you realize that you haven't felt like feeding your family or helping your family or your children, or maybe even doing something, she may see that it's not going to be worth loving you. And it does say she warns herself, if you keep picking on her, it's going to bother her to the point where friends and family are going to bother you. There could be someone here telling you off or making you feel like bad news is coming through friends and family members. It does say people are getting involved outside of the family as well, and warning, if you are up to no good, someone's going to tell you off. It does say bad news for you, and it does say warning for you all if you can't forgive yourself for something that you may have done. It does say some of you guys are dealing with drug related issues or problematic situations with a family member's child, or a parent here is bothered that you're inviting her into a situation that's giving her problems. It does say she knows why she's calling everyone in for a meeting, or maybe even something that's going to send her back to her mind to say, where is her friends? It does say she needs someone right now, or a friend, and it doesn't say who or what or where, but she knows she needs friends, and she needs friends. The friends that she has are not very good to her, but some of them are blaming her for her problems. It does say, have you looked for the friends that you're going to gift her? Because some of them are not that good to her. And ideally, if you're looking for a woman that doesn't want to see her no more, it's not going to help you. But it does say poorly judging you is never going to help the situation. Ideally, if he doesn't get involved with you, he's not going to help you with a situation that's going to peak on you and help you get your mind together. He wants to know where you are. Okay, so someone wants to know where someone is here. It could be a Leo, or it could be a fire sign that wants to know where you are, or just someone that's getting ready. It could even be you as a Cancerian that needs to help someone else here, getting ready with some type of wishes to shut something down. It does say some of you guys are dealing with dogs, or even police, or maybe even primary carers, or some of you guys are going through mental stresses with your family, your wife, or even your forces beyond your mind. It does say some of you guys are dealing with bad institutional problems, or people that are worried about you and your friends and your family. It does say some of you guys are dealing with church members and maybe even people there that are supporting you move past bad mind games. It does say people are bothered by you, and no one knows why people are fighting other people to fight your mind, but not really fighting them. They're fighting you to fight yourself, and you have to see why it's not going to be worth fighting. It does say some of you are jumping for joy and seeing a victory and won't want to hear that stress is there. Looking forward to better news with your finances, your money structure, and people that are going to hold on to people's mindsets to help you move past a negative problem. It does say joining in and helping the other people stress less about the situation is going to cause you concern one day if you're not seeing if anything's going to change. It says making sure that you love yourself is never going to be the answer all the time, but it does say it can help you from now see that you have better news. If you've struggled for a long time, you don't want to see you're struggling. If you're worried about money, you don't want to worry. If you're making sure that you're letting go of someone who doesn't want to let you go and does know that they can communicate with someone else, it doesn't seem worth holding on to. It says some of you guys are dealing with problematic situations with people and it doesn't seem like it's worth holding on to. It does say you look forward to bad news and it's not going to be you, but it does say you don't want to know that you're in any problems or in any mindset of problems or people's problems. At times you bother yourself to say you want to let go, even when you do take the risk and you don't know how to sing and dance around the situation and let the situation unfold naturally. You may get too involved or too invited in a situation where you see problems. It does say mental stresses are there for people or even people around you that want to see too many issues with other people. It says you may not want to see these people anymore by the next 2 weeks, a month, or a year. At times you may even want to communicate less with them and seize the opportunity to move past them. It does say you may want to move past people right now and maybe feeling like your liabilities are there to help you move past the situation. It does say you have mentally stressed out a situation, and it does say you feel pretty worried about someone right now. It does say you may feel better in the end if you start looking forward to better friendships. Frenemies are there with a person that doesn't need to know that you're there harming them, but it does say they have harm with a person that doesn't know who to trust. It does say someone here wants to see you harm someone, and it does say bad news for whoever this person is. Warning, it does say you wonder why you shouldn't get involved. Warning, you have structured your mind with people telling you off. Warning, it does say a person will kick you down if you continue to harm them and their family. Okay, so maybe you've already crossed boundaries with someone and then someone wants to get you involved in that problem again. All right, and you already like warning yourself, look, this person's gonna harm me if I harm them, kind of thing. But some of you guys are dealing with, you know, a lot of different situations and scenarios. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, let's see what's going on with work for Cancerian. All right, it says work is practically giving you the answers you need. Working on a lot of friends, family members, or people right now, and maybe even working with liabilities or even laws or maybe even systematic duties. At times you want to work hard and maybe even see your friends and can't get to see them. At times you want to work and work and work and don't know which way to go with your mind. At times people are bothering you at work and it doesn't say it's good news. This time round you're going to hear yourself think about something and push someone away. All right, let's see what's going on with business. Business for Cancerians. I'm hearing someone hates someone here, but don't worry about it. It says your money here is good or things will take off. In the end, it does say you made sure that you had enough and now you may not. It does say some of you guys need to take the time to spend or maybe even look for better news with your work, your wealth, and maybe even put some aside or maybe even see that you are putting it aside, but you don't know how to support everything. Maybe some time ago you've looked into situations that have crashed or even burned. It does say some of you guys are witnessing things that you need to sort out. It does say esoteric energies are there to pull you back a step and make you think, when was I going to look into this situation? May have joined in on a problematic situation that has come up and shocked you or maybe made you think, how am I going to cope to support this one? It does say many times over you'll see support or maybe help yourself with your mind at times to look past the negative stigma. You can support yourself many times over. Stop worrying. Many people want to see that you don't, but at times you will. And it does say frig whoever, and make sure you have blessings. Don't speak about bad things. Look past the situation and see that you can help yourself move past it. It does say many times over you will see that you don't have to look for bad news, and you'll see blessings come regardless. Okay, let's see what's going on with love life. Love life for Cancerians. It says your love life is under scrutiny or attack. Some of you guys are dealing with people pressuring you not to speak or even see them anymore. Some of you guys are dealing with under the weather energy and don't want to mark your territory in anyone's mind. At this time, you may be feeling low, down or depressed, or maybe even struggling in some area of your life. It does say wonderful things can happen when you warn yourself that you have picked yourself back up and move past it. It does say you have dignity and pride, so move past the negative mental health. You have stress-related issues that are not going to help you. Stop priding yourself over the situation. Make sure you look good and show up for good karma, and don't speak about bad mind games. It does say you have to walk away from anyone that keeps talking about you or telling you off or making you feel bad. It does say when you deal with the situation, it's not going to work out. It does say your lover doesn't want to see you all the time, but it does say he wonders when he's going to communicate with you about the situations that he's in and how he fell in love with you, or maybe even where he went when you wasn't looking, or how he moved on from you. It does say when you realize that you can't help everything, but you want to know everything, it doesn't always help. You've got to look past mental structures of people and banish whoever from your mind that's telling you off. It does say bad news if you keep cursing someone, though, because they're warning you, stop speaking about me. And if you do, look forward to bad news in your own mind. Take care of what's there already and move past the energy. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people that don't want to protest for you or help you. It does say some of you guys realize that you don't really understand everything, but you want to know everything. Or you may want to help yourself to great news. Overall, you don't know how to situate yourself in the problems with other people's problems. It does say banishing a problematic situation is going to help you. And how do you do that when you're warred with constantly? It does say people will pressure you at this time, but it says warning, look past the negative mind games. And it does say people will regret the situations that you've put them in, or put people in, or put another person in. And you may have laughed or even lied at this person, but you want to know where this friend is. You need this friend to support a friend of yours, or maybe even a family member, and you don't know where they are. You need to look for them. It does say look for this person because she needs to help me. She's been there for me, and I know this person will help me. She loves my lovely daughter. I want to know where she is. Do you know where she is? I need this person to come back. She really needs her friend, and her friend needs her. But some of you have dealt with her in a bad way. It says, poor you need to support me though. I need to know where this friend is. She's going to help me solve the problem that I'm looking forward to. It does say bad news for whoever's been putting spells on her, cursing her, or telling her off in her mind, or maybe even teasing her and tormenting her. It says bad news for whoever's been doing this, but I realize she's not the one speaking about it. She's always calling me and telling me I hear demons or devils, or someone telling me off, or maybe even hearing that this friend is always cursing me. It does say bad news for whoever's doing this, because if this person is speaking about it to the point where they're not well and mentally ill, it does say whoever keeps talking about this person's going to live out this drama. It does say when you realize she's not always going to be a good friend to you, she's got to move past a negative mindset. It does say you would never understand what this person's going through. It does say if you're dealing with another water sign, or even a female, earth sign, air sign, or even a problematic jury case. It does say some of you guys have got jury cases to look forward to, or even mend, or some of you guys are even dealing with people under scrutiny or attack. You would never want to deal with the problems that they go through, but warning, if you ever knew what this person was under or even dealing with themselves, you would never want to call them out and even curse them. It does say you have to bring yourself back to the times where you thought you had problems like them. It does say warning, if this person doesn't shut up and speak less about things to you that don't concern you and don't concern you at all, then this person's going to have a problem with police or even you. It does say wonderful things can happen when I speak about things that I want to know. And it does say when you realize that you had problems with people under scrutiny, it's going to be a problem for you. Okay, so someone could be back and forth talking about you, or this could be directly to you. I do see either a Libra here, I do see a Taurus here, I do see Cancerian or Pisces here, and I also see Scorpio here. And it does say that you have bad news overall with a water sign Scorpio, but it does say bad news Pisces, because if you do have bad news with the Pisces, you've got bad news with the Scorpio, as the Scorpio doesn't want to hear bad news for the Pisces, but the Pisces has problems with a Scorpio in their mind. It does say bad parenting is something that she receives right now, and she's going through war with this parent, constantly putting them under the thumbnail of hers or someone else's. It does say you've bruised this person enough with your mind and your words, or even things you've told them over the years, and called them out names, and maybe even told them lies. It does say when this woman speaks, she speaks, but she's causing a concern for her mind and her family. She's got mental health issues, but she doesn't want to let you know that she's going through mad mind games, playing you and playing members of the family. She's got people right now trying to war with her and war with you and war with anyone around you that's going to cause her pain. It does say you're ready to speak to whoever to deal with the problem, and whoever's bothering my lover, I'm going to cast the spells out of them. You're ready to cast some spells out of someone here, Cancerian males. And it does say you bring yourself around to your mind about your family and your children, or maybe even people that you love, or you made yourself aware to things that go on in the world, but you can't understand what's going on completely. It does say you need to bring yourself back to the time when you saw this man. It does say you may not remember him or have seen him before. It does say you love yourself too much to wonder when he's going to come back to you. Okay, so someone could be looking at some type of man here that either you've been around, or maybe a friend or a past person that someone's looking for has been around. It does say bad news for whoever's looking for this person, because no one showed you who this person was or needs to speak about it. It says you know what you've got to do. Leave the mindset alone with people that have bothered you. Practice good karma, witness good things that are going to happen to you, and move past their negative mental stresses. Wow. Oh, that's a lot. So let's see what's going on with singles. It does say you singles have ideally brought yourself in for a nightmare. Some of you guys are going through custody or legal matters. Some of you guys are pretending that this is the situation, or afraid that you're going to go through it, or someone around you is afraid that they're going to go through it. They don't know how to support everything that you want, but it does say bad news for this man. He doesn't know how to support everything. Maybe I have judged him too much. And it does say warning, if he's not got good karma in his mind, he's not going to help you at all. He may be stressed or negative or mentally retarded or not well in the mind. He may not see you as a friend or a frenemy, but he's warning you that if he holds on to you and a friend around him or an ex, he's not going to be helpful to you. He laughs at the situation so much and makes you feel like bad news is going to come to you. He works with you at times to make you feel like you've got the upper hand when you don't. And it does say warning, if he stops and sees himself, he's going to stress about the situation more till he pretends that he's in love with you and in love with her, and muddles up the situation so much to the point where he's mad at the both of you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with those that are in a relationship. I mean, you could be dealing with a Pisces, but it could be someone else. Let's see what's going on. I'm hearing someone saying I left you, so some of you guys may have just broken up with someone. Okay, let's see what's going on. Or it could just be an ex that's still holding on, that still can't let go. Put it that way. Let's see what's going on with there could even be two people here. Let's see what's going on, or someone just contemplating. Let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. Okay, it says some of you guys are dealing with bad news overall, with people bothered in the mind for you. And it does say someone here wants to see you or work with you on your marriage. Someone here is going to continue to press the buttons for you, or maybe even press you in your mind. It does say some of you guys are ready to press charges or don't want to, but some of you guys realize you do need to if it gets out of hand. At times you realize this person's never going to harm you completely, but some of you are going through hell with a man or a female. It does say some of you guys are warned that you need to leave the situation alone with your mind and your ex. Some of you guys are dealing with your mind and your ex, and your mind is still on your ex. Some of you guys are dealing with that, and it does say when you realize that you need to leave it alone to stress less, it harms your mind. You could be pretending that you're hurt right now with your current spouse or your partner, And it does say the past person may not even be bothering you, but at times the past person may not even look towards you. And it does say one of you are dealing with people that don't want to hear from you right now, frenemies, or even your friendships with the man that you thought was your man. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people that don't want to listen to you, or maybe even warn you that it's not going to work out. Some of you guys are dealing with this in your head, feeling like it's going to be that way, or think it's happening in that way in your mind. It does say warning though, Cancer, and it could be happening for some of you guys, and some of you guys it's not. It's just taking its time to mature and grow and turn into a proper relationship or a well-rounded commitment. Some of you guys are dealing with messages from ether and esoteric messages that are not going to help you push past the situation. At times you want to know that blessings are going to come to you, but can't harm yourself enough to see if it's going to be helpful to your situation. You've got to realize that things are not going to be seen and heard all at once. At times you've got to let the situations unfold, release it day after day to see what happens. Never mind when or how. Some of you need a personal or private reading, but some of you guys don't want to know that your father figures or your family members or people of the authorities or people in your mind or people that have protected you or people that have bothered you are not going to be in their minds about situations right now. It does say some of you are bothered by parents or bothered by personal problems in their mind that bother your mind, or maybe even bother the situation more with you, sending you back to your mind about the problems that they've had in their mind in the first place. Some of you guys are forgiving someone or need to, because you need to let go of the situations that you've built up inside your mind about the pretense energy that you held for someone, or the perspectives that you looked into and saw that it was never going to be the same as another person's, but it is your perspective that you're dealing with and it's not going to be theirs. It does say you warn yourself not to speak, but you're probably going to give yourself better news if you move past the situation with your negative mindset or enemies, or maybe even people around you giving you problems. It does say mindfully speaking, because someone wants to harm you, hurt you, or tell you off, or put these things in your head. It does say some of you guys are dealing with detrimental problems of your own, or people just trying to fight you, passionately wanting to know that they can push past demonic crises and probably even help you with personal problems in the mind with their own problems that have come up years ago, months ago, but still want to work on these things today, things that you've told them off for or even told them about. It says some of you guys are going through a lot of mindsets and people's dealing with carers, or maybe even helping someone to work on who's going to care for who or help who. It does say some of you guys are dealing with this, and it does say a lot of you guys are dealing with a lot of work and stress and don't want to be bothered. Okay, what's going on with marriage? Oh, someone's trying to, so someone here wants to dive into your personal problems, or maybe even your personal hygiene, or maybe even your family's personal problems or hygienes, but doesn't want to see what's going on with them. They realize they don't want to look for you all the time, but they wonder what's going on with you and your mind, or your man or females around you. And it does say people, because this person doesn't want to see you happy. Okay, it could be someone really childish, okay, or someone that's aware of certain things but just want to be nosy up in your business. Okay, now you could be either changing something about you, you could, you know, have had a temporary situation that occurred, but this person's just up in your business, or just looking through the grapevines, you know, about your personal business. Okay, so let's see what's going on with those in a marriage. All right, it does say some of you guys have witnessed really good things happen overall, and you don't want to try and warn yourself bad news is there. You've got to look good and help yourself and make sure that you feel good. You don't want to hear people are always attacking you and attacking other people around you. You don't have time for it, don't want to hear it, or maybe don't want to join in. At times you do, but sometimes you don't. And females like you have always felt like you needed to defend yourself. It does say warning, if he doesn't stop believing that he's got problems, he's going to bleed problems around the world for everyone to believe that you've got problems, and may never see himself with problems until people see him with problems, and maybe even talk about him and laugh about him behind his back or directly to his face, but doesn't want to hear that it's always going to be a problem. Doesn't know how to support him, doesn't know how to help him, but realize he doesn't speak a lot, but he speaks a lot of common sense. And at times he doesn't speak to his mind about things he doesn't understand. He realizes he's got a problem with friends and people that don't even care for him like that or even help him. But warn him, once you get involved with this person, you're not going to want to see that he's got good karma overall, or you will, but you just don't want to warn yourself that you have tried to put yourself in a bad-minded energy or in a problematic situation. You have looked past people's problems and you don't want to hear negative series of cosmic negative energy ongoing. Ideally, you do not want the same scenario to happen in your life always, so you may not want to see this person anymore. Okay, this could be someone always getting involved in your life in some way, or getting in the way of, you know, your personal relationships in some way. All right, anything else going on for those that are married? Or it could be someone, you know, that your partner is dealing with. Okay, let's see what else is going on. It says some of you guys love your partner so much, but you have to wonder why he's always staying out late, or maybe even staying up with friends, or maybe even talking a lot about you with them, or even with the family. And it does say some of you guys are dealing with a lot of stress with your mind and your personal things or your personal belongings, wondering if your spouse even knew that this was going on, or maybe even saw that your problems are not going to be your own. Your person never worried about you so much, and they really think, how will you cope, my love? How are you going to handle the situation with all these people bothering you, or maybe even making you feel like you've got things to control, or even target, or maybe even to sort out? I know I could support you, but I can't be there with everything you've got going on, but I do know you'll help yourself, and I'll bring myself to your mindset and protect you and be there for you. I do love you, you know, and I want to solve these things with you. I just don't want to see bad news for us overall, and I wonder if we can help ourselves move past it, or maybe even travel in the near future, or even help the situation to look better in your mind about things that you want to do. I do care and I want to help you, so I'm loyal to you. Oh, that's so sweet. The person's loyal to you, Cancerian. That is so wonderful. Okay, maybe that could be you as well to your person. All right, so let's see what's going on with your, let's see what's going on individuals. Okay, Aries and Cancerian. Some of you guys are confident about your person and don't really want to stress. Some of you guys are dealing with the ideas that you have. Ideally, if Aries doesn't want to be with you, they won't see you. But some of you are dealing with stress-related issues with them and don't know how to change it. They will support you, but at times they poorly judge you. At times they poorly judge their own minds or their own situation and are going through wars right now. Okay, let's see what's going on with Taurus and Cancerian. Taurus doesn't want to hear from you at all, but right now they're dealing with situations that they feel like you're invited in or involved in and don't know how to stop it. They want something to change, end, or see that you've harmed someone, and they can't pretend that you did it. You may have harmed someone very close to them or even dear to them, but they don't want to hear that you did it, and they realize that they do and they don't, but they keep pretending in their mind to see if they can get justice or even look further into the situation to see what you found when you spoke to them about how you could get hold of someone, or even see who's going to help the person that did something to a friend or family member around you and this person. Okay, let's see what's going on with I'm hearing Virgo. Some of you guys, it might be a Virgo, or you someone's pretending it's a Virgo, or pretending that they're not the Virgo, or something to do with the Virgo, honey. Take it as it resonates. I heard Virgo. So let's see what's going on with Gemini. Okay, I'm also hearing forgiveness as well. So let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini is not going to hear from you for a very long time, but they wonder when they're going to see you again, and they don't want to hear everything's going to be okay. They realize they don't have stress, but they do know they don't want to leave something out. If they're there for you, they're there for you. If they're not, they're not. They could speak to you, or a female that they haven't seen for a long time, but they need to know where it's going. Why is this person feeling sad or even stressed to the point where they're judging someone or even talking about them so much? It says when you realize this person doesn't have good news, they don't have good news. But warning, if this person realized that they had good karma, they would have good karma. Why does a person always stress or talk about this person so much? Where is it going? It says if he doesn't see who he is, then he ain't going to see who he is. But he's tried to warn everyone not to speak to me or speak about the person. It does say some of you guys are dealing with stress-related issues beyond your control. And many of you don't even know how to understand what's going on with the death-related issues that are coming up in the near future. Some of you guys are in a problem with the authorities or with the law, or maybe even with a problem that came up years ago and you wondered if it would ever happen to this person. It does say you have to believe that she's going to be okay. It doesn't say she's going to be, but at times you wonder, is she all right? Does she love you? Does she care about you? Or have you been treating her well? She needs to know, and she needs to understand who she is as a person and pride herself over problems. Okay, could be dealing with another water sign person. Okay, but that's the information that Gemini knows. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Cancerian. Cancerian doesn't know how to support the other Cancerian, but problems are coming up with people. Justification is coming up with loyalty, and it does say bad news for whoever keeps working against them. It does say war with your work, or war with your family, or war with people. Liabilities are there, and you have to try and see where it's going. It says when you realize you told lies or got yourself out of a serious marriage, or maybe even a serious problem, or maybe even a serious brave institutionary problem, or even banish something from your mind, you're going to see that it's going to help you. It does say you have to let go of stress, or even people telling you off, what you've been doing, what you've been taking, what you've been using, what you've been up to, and how you can deal with situations in your mind. You will curse the hell out of someone. You don't want to go broke. You may want to help someone, or maybe even see someone has gone through something that you don't want to change. You may even want to see that they don't need to help you at all. And it does say warning, if you do want to see the situation change, you must take the risk before it gets worse, and you have to love the person and stress less about them and take care of them, but you have to wonder who's going to help you and how it's going to solve your problems. I'm also hearing someone's name as well, beginning with the letter R. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I'm also hearing there's a lot of worries. Okay, worries about a person, worries about a friend or a frenemy, or a personal I'm hearing for someone some type of hygiene issue. And it does say bad news for whoever keeps talking about this. They need to look past their mental health. They've got problems. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Oh, it says there was no one to speak to when this person was going through, and this person really looks bad or smells bad or is going through personal mental problems. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on. Some of you guys could be dealing with Pisces. Oh, all right, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Leo. It does say Leo doesn't want to speak to you, but at this time they would rather see who your friends are or your frenemies. It doesn't say bad news overall, but they wonder if you're okay, or if you're dealing with something that you've wanted to see is going to harm you or make you feel better. Who's your friends and what's going on with you? They rather speak to you, write to you, call you, text you, or maybe even gift you, but ringing you first is something they want to do and don't know if they can get through to your phone, or even mail you and don't know how to email you. At times they want to know who to speak to and how to speak to a friend, and they don't know how to give you a call or a card or a gift. They just want to know everything's okay. All right, it does say when this person really weakens the situation, they will cause concern for their mind. This negative man is going to cause you a concern one day, but he will kick off one day and harm you. Okay, be careful of I don't know if this is a Leo or someone around the Leo, or someone that you know around the Leo, but there is an earth sign person here. Okay, and someone may not want the fire sign to know, or this earth sign may not want the fire sign to know, or it could be the water sign that doesn't want the fire sign's lies or their deceptivity. Okay, or it could be the Leo showing up in that way, and you may feel that way about them, or they may feel that way about you. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. Oh, wait a minute. It does say someone is flawed as well about the confidence of someone and doesn't know how to put aside the bad news. They want to see you, but they don't know how to speak up about the situation. It does say, Leo, you do know that you've got a lot going on, but you've got to help yourself past a mind game with someone, a friend or a frenemy or a mum. It does say this person doesn't want to speak about it, but they've gotten themselves too far involved with someone's parent, and they don't want to hear that they're stressing out about this parent, but they are. And they keep flipping out and turning around things and making wars for this person, but they don't know how to speak. This person's going to call you soon, but it does say when they do, they're not going to speak to you, or they're not going to speak to someone around you either, because they're crying. And it does say crying because this person's going to cry when they realize what they've done to harm you, a friend or a family member around you. Okay. It does say Cancerian, but it also says a Libra's involved and a Virgo. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Virgo. And maybe you know about Cancerian, or maybe you don't, or maybe it's just energy that's been directed to you, but maybe has to go to somebody else. Okay, so let's see what's going on with a Virgo and Cancerian. Virgo doesn't want to hear stress is there. People do want to hear bad news is there, though. But it does say brutal energies is going to come in and tarnish the reputations of many. One day it will. And it does say whoever feels like bad news is going to harm them is going to harm them. But sometimes it does, even when they don't want it. Sometimes really bad news is going to come and harm someone. But it doesn't say it's going to happen. But it does say warning, if she doesn't stress about you in the primary care problem that you want her in, she's not going to go through it. But it does say you would rather her go through it than anyone else. And it does say you both could be fighting over someone being harmed. It does say warning though, Cancerian, if you're dealing with a priceless person or a Pisces, it does say you've got problems with them. But it does say warning, it does say you have freed yourself from a bad thing. And it does say anyone dealing with this earth sign, this Virgo here, is going to be nervous. I know this because I've got probably good standards with my mind and people that can support my mind. Pisces knows this, but Pisces doesn't want to hear problems with people. It does say Virgo's got evil mindsets to deal with them. And it does say warning, if Virgo is not going to get involved, they're going to help you feel like you're over and done with, or maybe even dealing with them one day, but through friends, family members, or people that they know. They warn themselves, don't speak about people that you don't know or even understand or even can't look into in a good way or help them with things or overcome from things. But you're going to get it and you're going to move past the problem. Okay, let's see what's going on. Whew, it's a lot. What's going on with Libra? It says Libra's not going to look after no one. And Libra doesn't even want to hear that problems are there. They've had enough. They've gone through too much of their own drama, and they don't want to hear that you're always going to grief them with their problems. They have to help you though, and they're going to give you some information or keys to help you understand what's going on. It does say the key to a building, or key to your finances, or key to film stars, or maybe even filmmaking, or even something that they wanted to help you with, or maybe even further advice with people that want to help something that's happened in the past. It does say warning though, you don't have to speak to anyone and you don't have to get involved with no one you don't know. Stop bothering people that you don't know. And it does say if it's not you, it's going to be someone else around you. But it does say your energy is building up trust issues for someone. And it does say warning, they are scared or worried. And it does say you have to believe that you don't have problems. When this Pisces gets involved with you, it's going to be a problem. But it does say warning, you have to look for blessings to come your way. Are you going to get them in a good mindset and help them look for blessings? Ideally, is it marriage that they want? It does say when someone says they want to get married, they've got to get married, or maybe they're not going to get married. But it does say some of you guys are dealing with adultery, or even people pinching you and telling you, did you hear this? Did you hear that? It does say some of you guys are dealing with many kinds of people, but Libra doesn't need to know everything, and they know they've got a lot of people around you that you know that will want to hear the gossip that you've invited their minds into. Okay, let's see. Oh, it says praying for this as well is a Libra or a Leo or even a Scorpio, but it does say Scorpio is not that bothered, but it does say Pisces knows what's going on, or even the earth sign. And some of you guys are dealing with many of the sorts. And it does say wonderful things can happen when you want to know what's going on and you want to see through someone or look for them. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio and Cancerian? Scorpio doesn't want to hear your stress. They do know that they could come into your mind anytime they want to and speak to you and leave it there. They wouldn't want to hear they're always there though. They laugh and they make fun of you at times, but they don't always. And they realize they don't want to judge you or talk about you more than they have to. They realize ether's there, cosmos is there, and people want to talk about you a lot. And it does say many of them don't want to see you or even help you, or maybe even murmur that they do love you. It does say try and warn yourself not to speak, as Scorpio doesn't want to hear you and really doesn't want to hear you as they move on. Okay, let's see what's going on with Sagittarius and Cancerian. Sagittarius doesn't want to hear that you're always looking for them. It does say you have to look for the leaders inside yourself and stop bothering other people. It does say when Scorpio talks, they talk, but it doesn't say Scorpio has to be invited in everything you have to say. It does say sod yourself. Mean old Sagittarius, you always want to invite me into your words. It doesn't say that I have to be there though, says Scorpio, but it does say Scorpio doesn't want to hear from you all. And it does say Scorpio is not going to talk to you if Sagittarius sticks up for their mind at times. But it does say Sagittarius wants to bother them right now, so they want to look for Scorpio and they don't know how to stop. But it does say Scorpio and Sagittarius will not get along, and it does say Sagittarius will get along with them at times when they stop believing that they can pick on them or bruise their ego at times. And it does say warning, they're not even interested in you right now, but they want to see when you're going to speak to them one day when they need you. Okay, let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn doesn't want to help you and does judge you a lot. They really look at your mindset and don't believe that you have great news. They wonder if they can stress a lot when it comes to you, or maybe even help you, and murmur things like they do. At times they do want to love you, sex you, text you, marry you, but they wonder if they're always practicing good karma to make sure you look good on their arm or in their mind about things that they're doing, or even practice to help the sex or maybe even the situation change alongside the dynamic of the relationship. They want to change things, but they just don't know how to get you on board, and they need your support right now. Okay, let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarians don't want to hear from you right now. They deal with a lot of mind games and press their buttons in their mind about things they want to do to people or harm them. It does say you are one of them, but at this time they don't want to see you. They rather see if you're going to be there for them, or maybe even another female or male. And it does say they wonder how you can help yourself move past something when they don't want you to be invited into the problem, but they're warning themselves that they're bringing you in anyway, and they will laugh and cause harm to you and fuck up anyone that's going to come across them or harm their health problems. Maybe they'll see you one day and put you down, but they will curse the living hell out of you behind your back or to your face, but they're waiting to see when they need to do so. Wow. Let's see what's going on with Pisces and Cancerian. Wow. It does say some of you guys don't even want to talk to each other right now or see that you have great news overall. It does say some of you are dealing with struggles to walk away from friends or people, but it does say you wonder if you can have a small time out. And it does say you have to look for this because no one's going to let you bother yourself about things that have gone on for way too long, and you put yourself into the mix of the person that's dealing with it. It does say you have to dry out of something here or build a confidence inside yourself to see if everything's going to be okay with your person or people around you. You need to know when they're going to be okay, and I want to know that they're okay too. It does say someone here doesn't want to know that you're harming someone, and it does say when this person has people that love them, they do, but it doesn't say you have to warn yourself that bad news is there. You've tried with the person and you want to help them so much to the point you don't even want to see other people get involved. And it does say you walk away and look forward to better news with the Pisces, but the Pisces doesn't always feel like it's good news. They do have to build their confidence though and stay there in something that they don't want to, and they wonder when it's going to help you to support them with their problems. They don't know how to support their mental health, and right now there is citizenships that are going through problematic situations in their mind, or maybe even feelings that they're going through in their mental health. They don't know how to solve the situation with their personal problems, their love life, their hygiene, or even situations with their marriage, their drug intake, and maybe even love life suffering. It says stressful energy with Pisces right now is there, suffering, but you've got to warn yourself you've got best friend energy with them when you need something or want something. Wow. Okay, so let's see what's going on with romance angels. Okay, it says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This could be for you, or it could be a person around you that needs to do this. Okay, it says energy work. I'm also hearing someone's dug themselves into a hole or into a burrow. And it does say some of you are borrowing something but don't know how to put it back, or you will, but you just don't know how to cope. But then some of you guys will see a way out of something, or maybe even help yourself with a friend, or maybe even a neighbor, or maybe even another situation, but you'll move past the situation. Okay. Energy work. It says life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatment. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Okay. Okay, it says chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. And some of you guys could be waiting or getting a call, or someone can't get through to someone and is trying to call them. Okay. We have my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Okay, so some of you guys are going through something that was on the inside and now seeing it on the outside of you guys. So just kind of be careful how you manifest things as well, or you know, how you look at things or how you see things. Stay positive as much as possible, you know, so that you can see those things work on the outside as well. Okay, so let's see where our angel numbers are. Okay, where did I put the angel number deck? Oops, there they are. Okay. So we have number 10, 5, 2, 49, 59, 57, number 16, and number 12. Okay, so that was your reading, Cancer, and I'll speak to you guys in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.